Hey, what's happening guys? This is the Honda Civic E. We've been running this car for quite a while now and we've already brought you a full review. We've done a running cost comparison between a hybrid, a plug-in hybrid and electric cars to see you which one is cheaper to run. The results might surprise you. And this car's about to go home, but before it does, I thought I'd bring you one final video, and that is everything good, everything bad and everything horrible about living with a Honda Civic. The notebook's out. You know what time it is. Here's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, first thing I've got to talk about in big bold letters, fuel economy. I'll pop the hood for you. This thing is incredible when it comes to delivering amazing MPG. So it's a hybrid system, and in my hands, it delivers up to 80 miles per gallon. Let me clarify that. Around town, when the weather's warm and you haven't got the heating on, it will do 80 miles per gallon, no sweat whatsoever. I'm talking about driving at around 30 miles an hour. On the motorway, things are a little bit different. So you can expect between sort of 40, 50 miles per gallon, and doing a combination of those things, I reckon you can achieve between 50 to 70 miles per gallon. So this is an incredibly fuel efficient car. You might think it's slow because it's a hybrid, but it's not. Honda claim it will do 0 to 62 in 8.1 seconds. I've tested this using my timing equipment and it will do 0 to 62 in 6.8. Proper hot hatch territory. So very, very frugal and very, very fast. Amazing work. The other thing that I've really enjoyed with this car is the interior. So there are tons of manufacturers right now who are reverting to touchscreen technology for literally everything in their vehicles. VW, I'm looking at you especially, but look inside this car. Buttons everywhere, physical buttons and knobs for adjusting the climate control, for adjusting the drive. There are actually physical buttons on the steering wheel, and that means that it's incredibly easy to use this car. You don't have to consult a million manuals before you know how to work a simple function. And also, when you're driving, you just feel down here or feel down here, and instantly the buttons are right there for you to use without having to put your eye down there and take your eyes off the road. It's just a really welcome addition to a car. So well done, Honda. Also well done on the decent build quality in here as well. Everything is bolted down nicely. Nothing squeaks or rattles. It's really solid. Yeah, top marks in that department. The next thing I've made a note of actually are the headlights. So they're pretty good. They're not multi-beam headlights, the type that will actually send out multiple different beams into the road to light up different parts of the scenery in front of you, but they do activate and deactivate automatically when it comes to the high beams. So when you're driving in a dark environment, they'll go on full beams by themselves, and then when it detects a car in front of you coming your way, they'll go back to dipped headlights, which is a really handy function. It means you don't have to remember to do it yourself. The lights also look really cool. As I mentioned in my full review, I'm a big fan of the amount of space you get in this car. Loads of legroom, loads of headroom, so extremely comfortable in that regard. Also, the boot is very good. So you get 410 litres of space in this, which is more than you get in a VW Golf or in a Ford Focus. One thing that some people commented on in the full review actually was that, right on cue, it's quite heavy. The boot lid isn't electrically operated, which means you've got to do it yourself. And some people are saying that that's a good thing, and why would you actually need a motorized boot lid? But you do need it in some cases. If, for example, you're disabled, you're not very strong, or your mobility isn't great, then having the option of an electrically open boot lid would be handy. Unfortunately, this car doesn't have that. But it does have this really useful rubber mat in the floor, which prevents it from getting mucky on the inside. That's really nice and handy, and you get a little bit of underfloor storage as well. So on the whole, practicality in this car, mega. Just need an electric option for the boot lid. So that was all the good stuff. Now we're going to talk about the bad stuff, starting obviously with the price. Now, the most obvious drawback is the fact that this car starts from £33,720 for the sport version, the entry-level car, which is what this is. And if you go for the advanced version, the top spec, that's £36,375. With the base car though, you get decent equipment, you get adaptive cruise, you get front and rear parking sensors, heated front LED fog lights, keyless entry, a keyless start, a rear view camera system, wireless charging for your mobile phone, and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Not bad. If you go for advanced, remember that's the one for £36,375, you get an additional digital driver display, premium Bose 12-speaker sound system, panoramic glass sunroof, adaptive lights, which is what I mentioned here as standard, heated steering, heated front seats, and a few more things. Personally though, I think I would just go for the base car unless you're desperate for a sunroof, because quite frankly, it's quite well equipped. And while we're on the subject, Honda actually charge you for a few accessory packs. You can get the carbon style pack, which has a carbon effect around the front and the back and a ducktail spoiler. That's £1,375. There's a Nordic silver pack. That's $1,650, which gives you silver elements around the car, including on the door mirrors, or an ilmenite titanium pack, which gives you some titanium bits on the car. Yeah, I'm definitely not paying for that. Also, I'm not paying for the interior illumination packs. They charge you £850 to give you ambient lighting in the cup holders. Yeah, no thanks. I've come back inside the car now to show you a feature that I don't like, and it's to do with the wireless charging mat. Actually, let me give it some credit. It has a power button which lets you turn the wireless charging on or off, which is quite useful because sometimes in some vehicles, the wireless charging can get a bit confused when you put things that aren't phones in there. So having the ability to deactivate it is quite useful. But the thing I don't like is that it's very slippery on the mat itself. So if you're driving along and you haven't got a USB cable and you turn a corner, your phone is going to be flying all over the place and it can lose connection with the wireless charging mat. This is not a feature unique to Honda, but the feature exists in this car and it's a little bit annoying. Next time, I'm going to hope they have a more sticky pad to keep your phone in place. I've left the notebook inside, don't worry, it's all up here. And there's only two little faults left as far as I'm concerned. The first being the amount of road noise this car makes when you're driving. You can hear the tire noise and the wind a little bit too much in the cabin, and that kind of detracts a little bit from the experience. Honda, maybe do a little bit better next time. And the final flaw is in the door handles. Now, I didn't notice this myself until my daughter pointed it out. She refused to use the door handle because on the inside, it's full of grease, not just on the front, but also on the back and also on the boot latch as well. There's a lot of grease, which may be a good thing, but we don't like seeing it, do we? As for the really ugly stuff, well, there isn't any. The Honda Civic E is a fantastic all-round car, incredible economy. It drives superbly, way faster than Honda say it is, and it's the perfect package as far as I'm concerned. My final report, I'm gonna give it an A. Yeah, it's that good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to watch our full review and also our running cost analysis of the Civic E. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.